Radio Tamworth 106.8 FM and all around the world on radiotamworth.com, and hopefully down in London somewhere we've got Daniel Spiller on the phone. Hi Daniel.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, great, thanks. We played your song Wild on Friday and the crowd went wild. It was,
wow, that's perfect.
It was great. Whereabouts are you tonight, Daniel?
I'm in London.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, actually, I was going to be on my way to a gig, but I'm actually still at home, so I'm on my way to see a gig tonight. I'm not actually performing.
Oh, okay. Little Birdie tells me that that you regularly gig, and this is posh gigging, isn't it? You can regularly be seen busking in London, Cambridge, and Windsor. I mean, that is posh busking, isn't it? Windsor.
Well, I think Windsor and Cambridge sort of fall under that bracket, but London can be all kinds of things, because I perform on the Tube as well as the South Bank by the London Eye, and also train stations. So that kind of pretty much covers all kinds of people.
Ah, okay. I expect the acoustic is good down in the Tube, isn't it?
It can be, yeah. Sometimes it can be a little bit too echoey, but yeah, you get these big long tunnels and it's really lovely. You can just sort of project what you're doing and people can hear it right down the tunnels.
A bit like, I think David Bowie in his Berlin period experimented with big rooms with ambient microphones and stuff like that.
Yeah, no. Well, nowadays there's a plug-in for that, isn't there, on the computer? So we don't have to go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's so much easier now, isn't it? Really. A little birdie tells me you've busked everywhere, all over Europe. Is that right?
That is true. Yes. I wouldn't say everywhere, but I've certainly been about the place. I've been to Spain, all across down to Granada, busking there on the coast near Sitges, and then
Sitges,
in Italy. Yeah, well, I mean, there's some lovely places you can busk. I've also been moved on from quite a few places as well.
Have you really? do you get moved on the underground at all? Have you got a special license?
Well, so what I do in London, it's all licensed, and it's a thing that I take seriously and do as a job. But whereas in Europe, there wasn't really time to do that. In London, I'm part of a community of buskers. But obviously, when you're on the hop and you're travelling, you haven't really got time to. Although we did try to get a license from Benidorm local council, but that didn't really work out. So we gave it a go, and then we just got moved on. Yeah.
I was a local reporter in Benidorm for an English newspaper. Yeah, for many years ago now. Yeah, I know it's hard to get them to do anything down there, isn't it?
It is, and also we realised very quickly when we were on the move that you just got to go somewhere, and we're only busking. You know, people don't really get annoyed with you too much. If the police come along and give you a warning, it's not really crime of the century. No. So they just move you on, and you say, "Okay, fair cop government." Yeah. You don't say it in a different accent if you're in a different country, but yeah.
Yeah. What is the Spanish for collar? I can't remember now.
Neither can I. I went to so many countries I couldn't pick up the languages. I'd get the basics, you know, how to order a beer.
Yeah.
Una cerveza.
Una cerveza. Yeah, por favor. You're is that right? You're currently working with Jude Johnson, who writes songs for Stevie Nicks, or have been.
Yes, yeah. Well, she's written for Johnny Cash and Stevie Nicks and Emmylou Harris. But I've actually just heard from her today because I don't know if you're aware, but there's been a tornado that has ripped through their part of East Nashville.
Oh, no,
it's
I didn't.
A serious thing. Yeah, no, it's killed quite a few people. 21 people have died, and a lot of the venues have been destroyed for good. So it's quite a phenomenon that they've woken up to in the last 7 or 8 hours.
Oh, crikey!
So yeah,
that's pretty. That's heavy, isn't it?
It is really, yeah. And it's quite shocking news, really, to see. But I've heard from most of my friends that I know now over there, and they all seem to be fine. So so that's the good news, anyway. But it's quite a shocking thing. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, really, because I'm sort of promoting a song that with a video that starts in Nashville and takes in some of these locations that have just been affected by this tornado. So it does, quite a funny time.
And I've seen the video. It's a really beautifully shot video, isn't it? It's very. Very stylistic. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Wayne Scott is a guy that I met. He actually does street performance, among many other things, and I got to see some of his work, and he got to see me play, and we just decided we would do this epic trip, and he would film, and I've obviously made the song, so it kind of worked out really well. Yeah. I love the way he directs, and and he's got a really keen eye for kind of a cinematic feel, really, to what he does.
You're of one mind, are you?
One mind.
Yeah, the two of you.
Oh, we
are.
Yes. Sorry, I thought you meant me with myself.
Oh, right.
That might be a bit schizophrenic,
No.
or the opposite of schizophrenic, I suppose.
Yeah. Talk about existentialist angst. That's a beautiful picture of you walking along the rail track into the sunset. Is that the cover for the album or for the single?
Well, it's the cover for the single, and it's actually the railway track that they shot some scenes from "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Oh, right.
Which is why we chose it, and it's completely abandoned, really in the middle of nowhere, on the edge of a small town that has a bit of industry, a lovely bridge, and some fields with open tracks. So, and we caught the sun just as it was setting, so we had about 15 minutes to shoot, and I just took a shot from the video to make that little cover.
Okay, yeah, it works perfectly, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you. And thanks, Wayne.
Now, I understand you've worked as a comedy jingle writer for Radio 1's Chris Morrells and Virgin's Chris Evans. Is that right?
Yes. It's quite a while ago now, because I think they've all moved on to pastures new. But although